Can you start us out with a super long and articulate explanation of Bring Back the Brown?
I'll keep it short and try to make it articulate. Bring Back the Brown was a campaign started in 2010, 11 with my old business partner, Tony Martinez. And originally, we were just going to make a brown Westside Love hat. And we said, well, why are we making it a brown Westside Love hat when the team's blue and white? Seems a little weird, doesn't it? So we started asking some questions and had some, like, wonder if other people are, like, down with the brown, you know? And long story short, we made a campaign called Bring Back the Brown, released some product in 2011, got businesses on board, started reaching out to fans, see if they were into the idea, created a website, a petition, had events every month for the first season, got groups of San Diegans to go to games wearing brown with posters, and we carried that general premise for 10 years. And we didn't do all that stuff all 10 years, but we planted the seeds early on and kind of kept the ball rolling with local businesses, some of which you mentioned, Knock Around, a big one. And yeah, now we're here and they're in brown and it's incredible.
And you did it. The brown is back. Okay, wait. I got a question on the business side. Did you think it, or for you guys, when you started it and stuff, was it kind of some of those like business owners who were the old school guys and stuff who really kind of helped initiate like everybody else to kind of get into it? Or was it more of just, you know, people who were randomly finding out about Bring Back the Brown?
No, like we kind of broke it down into a couple segments. We first off, like, it just literally it was two dudes in a garage we were in a garage working out of Tony's garage in Chula Vista, California. And so we're like, okay, well, for this to happen, it's probably going to just right from the jump, we know it's going to take at least like maybe minimum 10 years. Like, it might take 20 years. It might take 30 years. Like, is that even something that we can do, you know? And the answer is no. Like, we can't do that. Like, and this isn't making us money, so it's not like a full-time job. So we needed help. We needed other people to want it to happen. So the first thing we broke it down into is like, all right, first off, do the most diehard fans want the brown back?
Yep.
One. That's needs to be there. It just absolutely pivotal. If that's not there, like, diehard fans, like, way more diehard than like I'll ever be or Tony will ever be, like, way more. So we first reach out to them, and then we breaking it down into, like, you know, kind of like a political strategy, like, almost, is the merchant class. So like we thought that to be taken seriously and to actually, like, kind of put a little bit more pressure on the idea and make it a little bit give it a little bit more gravity, like, let's get some businesses on board, you know, and like some extra firepower. And if we got those two and like a solid group of people like, fuck yeah, we're down with this, it would carry for the long haul.
So you wrote a spectacular blog post where you penned up the entire kind of history, 10-year history. It's over on your website, westsidelove.us, and really just breaks down the whole story. And like you weren't doing all these events every single year. It wasn't like a hard push campaign. It was a long run. It was a marathon, really.
Marathon. We knew we couldn't do a sprint. That just doesn't fit. It was going to be a marathon. So, like, how do we do that? The first year we had an event once a month, and
that's a lot.
That's a lot. And, you know, like, we don't know what the hell we're doing, but you know, the Padres traditionally have not been the best on the field product, you know, and so in those early years.
Hey, I've been here a while, okay.
In those early years, especially, you know, like, we saw around summer, like, seeing playoff hopes dwindle, there would be less attendance at events and things like that. So we also knew like we can't keep this up. So we give a hard push up front and made a presence kind of be seen around downtown with posters and then events. Got some people on board where they would do some advertising mid game and they'd bring back the Brown, like actually like as part of their advertising
In
with
their
the Padres
windows, in their whole thing.
Yeah, but like actually on the broadcast, get like bring back the Brown on screen.
Yeah.
You know, we got a little bit of press early on, so those events played a good role, at least getting word out in the community right up front. And then the next years prior, like we'd still do some in-game events and things like that. It wasn't every month, but we would also keep the ball rolling with product releases.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.